the way I see it, there are three levels or three stages to freelancing, right? And I would say the first stage, where probably most freelancers are, or at least they start in the first stage, is when the client tells you exactly what they need done. Just go and do it, right? And you charge by the hour. You say it's going to take me, I think it's going to take me 10 hours to do it, and they're going to track your hours, and you do exactly what the client asked you to do, right? I need to go in on my AdWords account and just create this new campaign with these keywords, whatever. It's a mindset, as the paradigm where the client thinks they know what's better for them, and you're just someone who can operate the software. Basically, you're just someone who can use Photoshop or AdWords or whatever it is, your skill set. You're someone who can use the software. You're gonna do exactly what the client wants you to do. And if you
Hmm.
go on Upwork or Fiverr or these freelancing platforms, most of the clients and most of the freelancers there are in that first stage, right? It's okay. It's not I mean, it's not wrong, but eventually you realize that you don't get paid well enough because the client thinks like they're making the decisions, they're deciding what needs to be done. You're just someone who gonna sit there in front of your computer and get it done as quickly as possible, and you're easily replaced, right? I mean, you're replaceable because everyone can sit in front of a like AdWords account and just create a campaign using the keywords they suggested or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because of that, they don't pay you well enough to do it. Now, I would say the second stage is where you start doing consulting work, right? Consulting work is where you talk about outcomes, right? So that's why I'm talking about this, because you're talking about outcomes. Like the client approaches you and say, hey, I want you to do like AdWords campaign for me, whatever. And you say, oh, actually, why don't we sit down to talk about this project? You tell me about your business, you tell me about what you're trying to achieve, and I'll help you make the right choices. Maybe AdWords is a good strategy. Maybe there are other things we can do. And that's when you have like discovery sessions and like briefing calls and meetings
Hmm.
and custom proposals, right? Because you're trying to tailor to create a custom project from scratch based on what you think the client needs. So you're the expert, not them. They obviously pay you more to be the expert, to be the consultant. And it's good. I would say like getting to the second stage is probably what most freelancers should be trying to do uh, now, like at this moment. People listening to this, I would say probably 80% of them, 70% of them are what they should be focusing on is transitioning from this first stage to the second stage. How can I start doing consulting work? How can I start helping my clients make decisions and
Hmm.
not just doing what they tell me to do? Right? Does it make sense?
Absolutely. Yeah. You're going from just being their assistant to actually being a value added, sort of engaged person who's actually like allowing their needs to become up for discussion, right? You can actually discuss their needs with them and probably tweak them and improve their understanding of their own needs in that way.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And clients will pay you more to
Yeah.
help them make decisions, right? Because in the end of the day, you're the expert, right? I mean, maybe you're a Facebook ads expert or a copywriter, whatever it is. You understand what it takes to achieve success in that like digital marketing world. They
Hmm.
don't, even though sometimes they think they do, but they really don't. In most cases, they don't. So when you can start helping them see it and helping them trust you that you can do it, they're willing to pay you uh, higher hourly rates because sometimes you're still charging by the hour, even as a consultant, or they can pay you maybe a flat rate on a project, right? But still, it's a custom project. It's a custom project. You're gonna have to start from scratch with every client. So that's why I call it the second stage.
Hmm.
And there's another stage that I want to talk about that in a few minutes. But for now, let's just, this is the second stage.